All right, welcome. Hi. We're indoors today. I'm finally in the living room. I've rearranged the furniture. We're doing something way less stressful to edit. Anyway, might not be the most exciting idea in the world, but we're going to do something that is adjacent to stamp collecting. Dude scrapbooking. I can't say that I scrapbook. I don't think scrapbooking is the accurate term. But I guess it is also. It's really tacky and minimal, so I call it dude scrapbooking. I'm going to take you through this on the very first page in the inside cover. I'm not going to show you my finances on the 7th date. I will not show you my finances. What kind of girl do you think I am? I'll show you my tip. I have some stickers and things and memories from the past few years. Thought it'd be fun to go through it. So let's go through it together. And then I have another one off to the side we'll also go through. Anyway, it's like I'm reading something to you. Maybe I should read something to you. Okay. So immediately off the bat, let's talk about this picture right here of this little family, like a red, I don't know, Jeep. I don't know my cars, so I do apologize. And along with that picture, let's go down here to this fantastic caverns. Fantastic Caverns is a tourist attraction in Greene County, Missouri. And like a lot of tourist attractions, there's billboard after billboard after billboard coming both ways, advertising the attraction as you approach whatever exit you need to take. And when I myself saw this, was traveling with an ex-business partner of mine. We were visiting friends. We were playing a card game, or just a game. I don't know if this has a name, but the idea of the game is, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, you and a friend are going to say a word. So a person, place, a thing. Any person, place, or thing you want. So, maybe I say robot, and my friend goes lizard. The idea of the game is, once you say your words, you're each going to think about what connection you think the other person will make to that word and try to predict what word they're going to say next. So basically, you want to say the same word. Once you say your starter words, you both want to get to the same word in the fewest turns possible. So as an example, if I say robot and then my friend says lizard, then on the count of 3 we would go Mecha Godzilla. So we are driving through Missouri, and we are seeing billboard after billboard after billboard with this picture right here. It's non-stop. There's so many, right? Over and over and over. We were playing that game. And we went 1, 2, 3. And at the same time, both of us said the word lobster. Now, why did we say that? We both saw this picture, and that made us think of lobsters. That's the first time that, when we played it, that we ever, like, right out the gate said the same word. And I don't think we'll ever be able to recreate that ever again. Also, I don't know, I forget where this place is at. Side note, there is a fudge emporium in a place called Uranus. Their slogan is, the best fudge comes from Uranus. I have to stop looking at my face. I'm so obsessed with my pretty little face. Okay. We have Dr. Pizza right up here. Very good. This right here, right? So this business card is actually a much older business card of theirs. It was from a friend of mine from my college marching band. Had about like 12 or 15 of those on his fridge. He was a very cool dude. Actually, let me take a second to plug the man's YouTube channel. I don't know if he still does anything with it, but he has a YouTube channel called Wikiredia, where he reads verbatim a randomly generated, mostly, Wikipedia page.
DFTBA redirects here. For the merchandise company owned by the Green Brothers, see DFTBA Records.
Okay, the last one is, let me actually go to the back here so I can get her name correct. Okay. We have a cool little BB-8 with a floral pattern, and the artist who made this is Sarah Rosa. She was at a tattoo shop in, I went with an older mate of mine to, when she got her tattoo. I haven't gotten one yet. I thought about getting on my left arm a little black X to recreate that moment in One Piece, the end of the Alabasta arc. Have I ever mentioned how hard it is to film in this city? Even at like, it's almost 2 in the morning and this city doesn't sleep. The only time this city sleeps, I've noticed, I've walked to work at about 4:30 in the morning. I have to walk 3.8 miles to get to my job. And at that time of the morning, it's quiet. It's actually quiet. It's really nice. And sometimes, depending on what time of the year it is, as I'm coming up on a beautiful mountain range out in the distance and the sun's starting to come up, and it's very picturesque and beautiful. That being said, like I said, it's quiet that time of the day. But apparently, people don't go to bed here until 2 or 3. Anyway, wow, we have gone off the beaten path. That was weird. I was just chasing the squirrel, and I was like, where you going, squirrel? And the squirrel's like, I don't know. This is just straight up the Jack in the Box sticker. Why? I mean, why? Can I rant to you for a second? I live on a 25-mile-an-hour street, and there are people that think that's a suggestion. It's not. And if you're not careful, people driving way over 25, you gonna fuck somebody up. You gonna make somebody into a speed bump. And I don't fucking like that. So, slow your fucking roll. Okay, so I have one other thing to show you. And it is in a book that we might come back to at a later date. But for now, let's go ahead and show you the inside, the back side, and maybe like one page in the middle. Because I am sort of adding stickers as we go, not just to the inside flap, but also to the space in the pages where nothing is written. Also, here's the rule of thumb. I cringe at myself a lot, but the only way to cringe a little less is to push through, which means I'm suffering over here. Let's go ahead and pop open this notebook and take a look. Okay, here we go. First up, right up here in the top, we have one of those, speed dating, first day on the job stickers with the word Fuego put in there. Fuego is a band. I believe the term Fuego is a badminton term. That's what they said, I think, unless I'm making it up, in which case, my bad. They do rock music in the vein of, I think they said one of their influences is the Strokes. And they actually got very popular on TikTok for a little bit. The TikToker who goes around to major cities and goes, "Hey, are you in a band? Oh, you're in a band? What kind of music do you do?" And then they play one of their most recent songs. They actually got noticed, and at that point they only had 2 songs out, but that one song blew up. But Boing goes on Spotify, and I assume everywhere else you get your music, and I like their music a lot. My personal favorite track, let's see. I like Consequences. I have a lot of memories of listening to that on loop as I walked to work. Consequences, and I actually like their, one of the newer songs. What is it called again? I'm not a real fan, apparently. Hang Tight, I liked. I actually liked Hang Tight quite a bit. The kind of glissando that they added on the vocals reminded me a lot of listening to Porcupine Tree. That's progressive metal. And I like them a lot, actually. I didn't like them at first. The first album I got was Deadwing. Ironically, Deadwing is one of the band's least favorites. Very experimental. And at one point, I could only listen to the song Open Car, one track. Also, weird detail, the disc had like a smell to it. Kind of like the All American Rejects, When the World Comes Down, the one that has Another Heart Call, Give You Hell, Another Heart Calls, Real World, Back to Me, Breaking, all those songs. That one, the disc smelled like crayons. There were crayons like stenciled onto the disc, and then it smelled like crayons. You know, it's kind of cool, because obviously any band, you're going to go through creative differences and or financial differences and how to handle the band. Obviously melding a bunch of personalities into one isn't easy. I mean, and it's very fucking commendable when people are able to stick together and get through that and keep doing shows and keep making music despite of their differences, though. There seemed to be a few spots where they weren't going to make it, but they are still here. I'm fucking proud of them. If they ever see this, I'm proud of you guys. You guys are fucking talented, and I cuss a lot. I need a priest. This says Joey Diabolic. Joey Diabolic was a Lyft driver that I had. I think I flew into LAX for some reason. Anyway, this Lyft driver taking me back from LAX was like, "Oh, I do music," but he also did like multimedia and graphic design. So he gave me his business card. One side looked very formal and very like, I do web design. The other side was like, I make music. What a character. Nice guy though, you know, nice chap. Reminded me a little too much of my old boss. A24 could be worse. Not sure how, but it could be. Ooh, I'm so provocative. Ooh, ooh. Right now, in my peripheral vision, I look like Sporticus. Rather run. I'm gonna do a little plug here for that old colleague of mine, right, from Lobster. His short film called Motherly Lovecraft. It's a very cool film. I got to work on one of the producers, and I got to help out make it. It's very, very cool. The lead actor, this was her best thing yet. And she's grown a lot as an actor, too, over the years that I've known her. And then her co-star, Rosie. Oh, man, Rosie was great, man. She had so much energy. She's just going around set, belting out songs, and very wise. She's lived a lot of life, has a lot of stories. She has her own podcast. She's narrated Alice in Wonderland. Lots of, yeah, she was cool. Had a really good time hanging out with her. Yeah, Motherly Lovecraft. It's on YouTube. You can check it out. Motherly Lovecraft short film. And yeah. Here you're looking for something like this. That is our lead actor. And some tentacles. Ooh, what could that be? Ooh, well, you should watch it. It's really nice. Oh, I forgot to mention Eeyore's ass. Right on Eeyore's ass, the clogging. That was, I think it was a comedy horror short film, right? The clogging, you can imagine what that is. It's really funny. It was made by, I should probably mention the film festival before I talk about the films, right? That makes sense. Dances with Films. It started in 1998. We did at the Chinese theater, which is really cool. And yeah, the short film I worked on with my ex-colleague and the actor got into it. And we were actually the first film in that block, so got to open it up really strong, I think. It's a really strong short film. And part of the midnight shorts. So we're up late watching shorts at midnight, which is fun, but also, hey, and as somebody that's made short films, a lot of times, most of the time, they're kind of not good. So watching 2 hours of them at midnight is pretty exhausting and grueling to do. Again, no disrespect, because I've made some shit personally. I've made some shit. Oh, there's a big sticker I just missed right here in the middle of the page. What my mom used to work on is a little Kiowa helicopter. I'm so proud of my mom. I'm proud of my dad, too. Hey, proud of you guys. This is a vampire getting a rectal examination. Yeah. The Buffalo Rome sticker. What trip was this? Oh my God, what trip was this? How do I not know what trip this was? Below that, big sticker for 805. I don't drink beers. I don't really drink alcohol, but those are nice. They're craft beers or craft ales. I don't even know what they are. It's how little I drink. I just prefer to drink with food. That's what I like. I don't like to drink to get drunk. I don't like drinking games. I just like, hey, I'm having a steak. I'm doing a greasy burger. Let me have something to drink. That's what I like. I'm an old man. I am an old man, and that is okay. I thought it was done, but no. One last thing is a ticket from going to the LA Zoo on October 23rd in 2023. That was with my family. They have snow leopards there, and I have a very weird connection with snow leopards. I have a friend at work. Whenever someone's leaving the kitchen, they'll go, hey, don't drink and drive, which is a very normal thing to say and a nice thing to say. I wanted to say something like that, and I was just like, let's say something random, like, hey, watch out for what's the most random animal I can think of? And I said, hey, watch out for snow leopards. But I eventually got one of my coworkers herself to start saying it, even to her husband. I'm now known to them as the snow leopard guy. My boss has said, hey, watch out for snow leopards as I'm leaving every now and then. Okay, we are actually done with that one. That was, in fact, our last take. That's a wrap on Phil's. I have a bachelor's degree.